Let's see how we go. So, I hope you're all doing well. Today, I had an opportunity to participate in a class that I was teaching, which doesn't happen very often. And the other thing that happened to me was that I was gifted something I talk a lot about in class is wanting an orange and almond cake. So I have that as a treat after this live with a cup of tea that I've made, because speaking of treats, it's very rare that in my working day I get to have an hour free, but I happen to have that right now. So I've made some good use of it, and Barry's very intrigued by my orange and almond cake. He is eyeing it out, as you can see. So what is it that I want to talk to you about today is something that really can enhance a lot of your neural, which are your brain pathways, by doing something really simple from doing things that you normally do. So what does that mean? Stop being cryptic and just speak to us, Amanda. So the thing is, when you sit down on the ground or when you do certain activities, you will have a preference as to which way, for example, if we're talking about sitting on the ground, which way you cross your legs. So I'm a left legger over the front and a right leg underneath. And that is a very comfortable place for me, and I spend a lot of my time here. But what I like to do in the middle of it is then switch my leg position around. And as soon as I do that, things are slightly different. I feel a different thing in my hip that's not as comfortable as it is on the other side. But I do it regularly so that those uncomfortable things become less and less, and it becomes almost as comfortable as when I do the opposite side. Sometimes we sit in a position of what we call a Z sit or a mermaid sit, where we have one leg behind and one leg in front. And again, you will automatically go towards the side that is your favorite. Don't you just love Bear's little nose in the way here? So if this is your comfortable side and where you always go to, well, then challenge yourself to change it up and sit in the opposite way and notice, oh, what is coming up for me here? Am I feeling any knee stuff? Am I feeling any hip stuff going on? Another way I like to sit on the floor is in a position where I have one leg behind me and then the other leg up like this. And it's called cowboy pose because you would sit at the fire and stoke the fire back in the day, I suppose. So again, this is a very comfortable way for me to do it, but then I also just switch it around and change my left versus my right. And I just become aware of all the little things that are changing as I'm changing positions. So you may find that you are not comfortable, or suddenly your shoulder goes up on one side, and these are all just little things that your body is now getting aware of, that something could change. So if we keep doing the same thing all the time, how are we expected to change our patterns? So the other thing I talk a lot about in the studio is something as simple as, which hand do you brush your teeth with? So I'm a right-handed person, so generally I would put toothpaste on and I would brush my teeth with my right hand. But what I've done is I've taught myself to now brush with my left hand. And at the beginning it was really uncomfortable and really like foreign, and I didn't know what I was doing. But now, over many years of practicing that, it becomes as natural as the right. The same with cleaning the shower or vacuuming, whichever is your dominant hand, just for a moment, switch it up and see what happens. You'll probably get frustrated because you can't do it as well as you do it normally, but the whole point is you're building new pathways in your brain, so you're inviting your nervous system to participate in your daily activities. And for me, that's really exciting, because you don't always have the luxury of walking around with a reformer on your back or a trap table or a barrel or a ball, but you have all these daily activities that you could be shifting up so simply and quickly to make massive impact in your life. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to end this call with you, and instead of eating this orange and almond cake with my right hand, I'm going to use my left hand to put a huge piece of cake in my mouth. Bye.